Okay. Sounds like you guys were discussing already, so you guys probably know what's going on. You wake up. Just say everyone just wakes up.
I feel I meditate for wisdom for today.
Use any MP yesterday? No, I didn't. So I don't even have to meditate today.
I'll go ahead and go get cleaned up, go take a shower, be all fresh and clean.
I do the same after Israel.
Is there showers in Yggdrasil?
Are there showers in Yggdrasil, or do you guys just use creeks?
Yeah, do you
Oh,
just like...
no, that's right. No, there's probably a lake or pond somewhere nearby.
you guys are one of those, okay.
Of course.
Well, no,
Oh.
because we're not in the city or outside. In the city, they probably have showers and shit like that, but
I thought this was just kind of a district that just sat on the outskirts.
No, this is a house that's set on the outskirts.
Oh.
yeah, so there's probably a pond because since it's on the outskirts, there's no like plumbing and shit.
Probably, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, well, I
didn't really
go,
put thought into it when I made the house, so okay.
I go and look for the little water area so that I can cleanse myself.
It's over here. Follow me. She takes you to the pond or the lake,
Yeesh.
river, whatever.
She just instantaneous transmissions right behind you. Just
Go ahead and follow. Thank you. I walk further down and make sure that
Yeah.
that I don't have any prying eyes.
She leaves you. She returns back to the house hut.
I cast prestidigitation on myself.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright. 0. 13.
$13?
Yeah, 13.
Let me do some math. It's a cantrip, right?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. You take 4 points of force damage. It occurs so fast that you just blow off some of your skin as well. Like the amount of force that prestidigitation is like, it feels like it was magnified.
I just like sit there examining. I'm gonna say it was the hand that I used to kind of just do that.
Parts of skin, I'd say, randomly throughout your body.
Randomly.
Yeah. Patches of skin are just blown off. But you are clean. But you're also bleeding.
Let's not. I'm gonna go down and try and find something to bandage like the parts that blew off.
There's some vines.
Sure.
There's some leaves. Nah, I'm kidding. There's probably bandages somewhere.
I just take some leaves and I just pat them on the wounds. It's like, okay.
Got some herbs on it. Makes you feel a little bit faster. You wrap it around. You got a leaf armlet.
Where's everyone else at?
You don't see Azrael.
I go back in the house and look for Reggie or Ren, whoever I run into first.
Probably in my.
Ren is still meditating upstairs. You don't see anyone for a good while, Alias.
Actually, wouldn't me and Reggie have been sharing the same room?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
We
but
were...
I guess. Sure. You left first though, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I go find Reggie in the room real quick. Hey,
What's up?
I show him the like some of the wounds from the thing.
What happened? What'd you do?
Casted magic. Do you not do that here?
So little thing about Idrisil. Magic is very wild and potent. And it's very different on the material plane. So unless you get some sort of item or until you get accumulated to the mana around here.
Acclimated.
Thank you.
Accumulated.
Sorry. Acclimated to magic around here. Expect some magic to be random sometimes.
And you didn't think to mention this to your one and only spellcaster.
Honestly, it slipped my mind.
You motherfucker. I guess this is what I get for making all those seed jokes. I go back downstairs.
Oh, it's you. Would you like some lemonade this morning?
I would actually.
There you go. Freshly
Aw.
squeezed.
Oh, thank you.
I
How is
go,
it? How's the lemonade?
It's okay.
Okay.
I go downstairs.
Okay, you go.
Reggie.
Delilah, was there someone at the door yesterday? I was looking for
Oh,
me.
yes. Last night.
Did you happen to get their name?
Nope.
What did they look like? You remember?
It was a guy. Black, short hair. That's about it.
Okay. Would I like from that
No.
script? No. Okay.
You haven't been here in a while, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's wait for
One hell of a
Azrael.
description.
Let's wait for Azrael and to finish up, and then let's head over to the Shimmer.
Yeah, I saw Ren in his room. Where I don't know where the fuck Azrael is though. Didn't find him.
Walking downstairs, hearing what you're saying, like I think he went somewhere to go clean up. He said
Clean
something like
up?
that as he walked out of the room.
Oh yeah, I didn't see I didn't see a shower, so I just tried cleaning myself off. That's when this happened.
You spawned polka dots. What is all over you?
Hmm.
Why do you have patches?
Oh, I blew some skin off trying to cast magic.
Yeah. You don't. Ren, I don't think you have to worry too much. Maybe.
Worry about what? Him blowing himself up? You're right. I don't have to worry about that.
No. So magic here is a little different for those that come from the material plane. Magic here is different.
Magic here's what?
It's different.
Is it
You
thicker?
didn't-
Like,
you cut off at the end.
what do you mean different?
Like, for instance,
Potent.
it's
It is
it's a
very
lot
potent.
more. It's wild and potent. So you trying to harness like the magic. It's,
So unless your Sen counts, I don't think you have to worry about it. But even the tiniest spells can do this. And I like just as I'm holding up my hand. It's something that me and Reggie are gonna have to worry most about, particularly me.
It's like I don't think I've tried using any of my abilities without a weapon in my hand. Maybe it would work, but we'll
Who
find
is
out
that?
later.
yeah, I'm trying to look too.
So hard for me to show.
Oh, dude, I like how you have your pops up there.
All that.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that a
like the
Logitech?
shelf.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
dude,
pretty-
what? Do you have stuff
What?
hanging?
Yeah, I got Gundams.
Oh, dude, sick.
Yeah, the Logitech. If you do Logi Capture, well, for me, doing the G Hub thing,
G Hub
Yeah,
sucks, but yeah.
yeah, G Hub sucks. I use Logic Capture so that I can actually control the focus and all that shit. That's why you're able to. That's why you're able to see the dice rolls pretty fucking clear.
Well, it's probably fair. Yeah, well,
Damn.
I don't really turn on my camera that often.
Yeah.
Nice collection, dude.
Yeah, it's probably like 150 now.
I'm bored.
Also got a lot of figures of minifigs of
Uh,
I don't know why that happened, but
We're all like, Phil, where'd you go?
God?
there it
The
is.
voice is gone.
Ooh.
I can't want the keys.
That's sick.
King Behemoth.
Damn.
Got some more in the box up there. Exil's right there. No, not that one. That one. In the light, you can't see. Got a lot of them.
Good.
Okay. Azrael, you finished taking your bath and bathing in the river.
Yeah, I head on back. I walk into the house.
Hmm?
And it's kind of refreshing. What's up with you guys?
Uh-huh.
Or-
What?
Oh, and I'll explain to Azrael about the magic that I forgot to mention.
Oh,
was
it's a
over
good
here
thing.
and blew himself up.
He blew himself.
It's a good thing. I don't really use magic.
One of you guys blows, the other one takes the seed.
Anyways,
I just like to stab a lot.
There we go.
I mean, using your
You stab into mostly men, though.
Ramu does take your magic though.
It's true, but I didn't exactly have a plan to use him anytime soon.
So we head out.
Not like you guys can use them, anyways.
Hey,
Okay,
Well,
head out.
it's your trial. We're here to help you.
Let's go. Yes.
Okay. I hope you guys
Jason
know how to
music.
play
Ready?
without items.
What's up?
I hope you guys know how to play without items.
We'll figure it out.
It's true. You guys head along the path back to the city, which kind of the only path that you know to get to the Shimmer. Delilah waves you goodbye. Good luck, Reggie!
Thank you.
Your family believes in you, even though they're not here for you.
We're his family. We got this.
Okay.
It's a lemonade.
Now squeeze more out.
Well, I bet you will.
She hobbles away to the garden in the back. You guys head back to the city for a little bit. The sights, the view, blah blah blah. You leave the city almost immediately as you get there. You take the path down to the Shimmer. It's kind of the city that you were in. What was it called, Reggie? Yes,
Elysium.
Elysium, yeah, close enough. Elysium. It kind of overlooks the Shimmer. The Shimmer is kind of like a foresty area. And in the city, at some parts of the outside of the city, not outside of the city, but on the outskirts, within the city as well, you could see the Shimmer. You see a little, it's a little blurry out in the distance. Almost as if there's not movement, but like kind of distortions. You guys head in that direction. Doesn't take that long. Probably a good 30 minutes. The path is mostly it's occupied by other travelers, people going about their business, riding on some mounts and other stuff, deliveries. Some people just taking a walk as well. Occasionally, you see an Esper or two just either standing and patrolling or just doing some work around. Maybe at some shops. Yeah, it's not heavily populated, but it's okay. And then once you guys continue down the path, there becomes less and less people that you see around this area. Until eventually there are no more people in this area, and you hit a kind of thick forest area. And when the road ends, or the path, you see a man leaning on one of the trees, arms crossed, kind of looking around patiently. It's Barris. You remember him from yesterday.
I wave Barris down. Hey, as we approach.
Oh, finally. Nice. You're all here. Okay. So, are you ready?
Nope. Let's get it going.
But
Alright.
yeah, we're not ready, but we might as well just start. We'll figure it
Are
out.
we allowed to have our weapons and stuff back before we start?
Do you want them back?
If it would help us in the battle, yes. At least me. I don't know about these guys. I would like at least my arm back. Because, you know, I feel a little off balance right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can limp.
Make a persuasion check. Who said that? Ren. It was a 23.
Oh. I didn't realize that was the GM.
Edge nat 20.
Oh
No.
shit.
Jesus.
I'll share my screen. I can do it right now. I don't care. Hold on. Right there.
I
Nat 20.
believe you. There's no reason not to.
No. I know you guys don't believe it, so here we go.
Yeah.
It's right there. See? That one.
God damn.
Nah. You'll probably cause more trouble than what we want if you had your weapons. I heard the stories from you guys about you guys. Always causing trouble, killing people, hunting things. It's kind of like a family business to you guys or something.
Hunting things. It's like,
Yeah, you hunt people, right?
No, though, most of the time when we fight, it's because we're being attacked by something. We like to use our words first before we like to use our swords.
I cough.
I just side glance him.
Like,
All of us are just side eyeing him like,
Yeah, it's like.
I find that very unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But anyways, I will be your proctor, instructor, or whatever you want to call it. I'll be overseeing this trial of yours. He points to you, Reggie. The trial of insight.
Okay.
This is the lesson on manipulation. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, I will send you to. I'll say we'll be having a trip somewhere. Okay.
Okay.
And there, I'll tell you a little bit more once we get there. He walks through the forest. You see kind of like a... You don't see it, but you see him disappear through like a transparent film. Kind of like rippling water, but vertically. And you still see the forest. Hand pops out. He kind of gives you a finger to like come in.
Okay, I follow.
Fingers you.
Everyone goes in.
Oh, my arm! Oh wait, it was already gone.
The four of you walk out. You're in a completely different location. No trees at all. No grass. A lot of dirt. A lot of hard stuff. All right. This is. You don't even need to know the name of the place. But we're here. This is your trial. Question. Is there a way to manipulate and move the masses?
I believe so.
Okay. Explain.
Well, you try to figure out what your target is,
Okay.
like your target audience, and what they like. So you just try to appeal to either their that nature, maybe goodwill, what they like, what they want to hear, and then you kind of can twist the words a little bit so that they think they're hearing what they want to hear, but it's also you're inputting whatever you like, what you want to.
Good. Nice. Very well done. It requires for one to be able to feel the critical points in the fractured mass and know how to strike in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination. You said it in a more simplified word, but yeah, it was pretty close. Main thing is finding the critical points in the fractured mass. It doesn't necessarily have to be appealing in a good way.
Yeah, so
And you have to ensure that your point that you're making, those strikes, they aid you to your goal. It's the ability to fool the minds of others. It's to dominate them on a massive scale. Do you think that's possible?
Yes, I do.
How?
With you can either use your words or you can use magic.
Well, that is a way, but that's not the way to dominate on a massive scale. What kind of magic do you know that does that to more than 5 people? I'm
Not-
talking about hundreds of people. Can you do that with magic?
Not in my current state.
Can anyone do that? You look like a spellcaster. He points to Ren. Do you think you can
Me?
do that?
Use magic. Well, the only way I could think of doing it is with fear, not so much magic. But
See, this one speaks the intelligence.
but I am not a magic user. To answer your question,
It is not. He kind of talks over you. It is not achieved through raw power like magic, as he suggested. It is pure manipulation, like he said, fear. It is achieved by propelling events or selected ones into motion. Be specific with your targets. It is done through teaching, through example, and through conviction. And those greatest of victories are not manipulations at all, but simply awakening others to the truth of what you believe, of hearing it echo around you in life. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts, they are distractions. Feel the moment as long as it lasts. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away. Not through raw power, through the masses. Okay?
Not in my.
So we're in another plane. This place, just outside of a refugee camp. Currently, it's in neutral territory. Your goal is to capture a local hero, let's say. hiding somewhere nearby in this location. The only restriction you have is you are not allowed to tell anyone that you are searching for this hero. The hero is a male. He hides somewhere. We do not know. Speak with the camp leader for the situation going on. I'll be watching. He kind of walks off and turns a corner, and he out of your sight. Right now, you guys are kind of in a more modern type city. You're kind of outside of the city, actually. You see large walls and fences surrounding an encampment. Encampment has a lot of, what do you call them? Storage units. Like a shipping, like a cargo.
Shipping containers.
Units. Yeah. Large ones. And not throughout, there's kind of scattered. And it looks like the local populace has kind of made homes there. That's within the fence and the walls. Outside, you see just like a couple of other people, like some small markets, some homes out in the distance, some sheds, some shacks, some bars, some pawn shops. It's kind of run down, but it has its own feel to it.
Turn to the rest of the group. All right. So we're looking for
We heard it.
male that apparently is a local hero. So, you speak to the camp leader. How I'm thinking, if we can approach this like as if we are in need of his service. What do you think?
I don't know why you're thinking too hard. This man was talking about how do you move the masses. One of the best way to move the masses is to go befriend them. So I'm gonna go make friends. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. I'm gonna go find some people and go talk to them. See if there's something I can help out with. If we show that we're people of good faith and they believe us, it might naturally lead us to understanding who this hero is. That way we don't have to do any underhanded things. Unless that's what your goal was.
That's another way to approach it.
I'm more curious as to what any of this has to do with insight.
So,
Why would we be bringing a local hero back to what? We're bringing him back to Paris?
yes, or
Your goal is to find him. That's it.
Just to find him.
yeah. So the thing about Espers is that, or like you probably heard in the work room or the room, and we're here to keep the balance. Supposed to blend in. None of the major populace doesn't know of us. They hear legends and stuff like that. Of course, legends. But what they don't realize is that we're real. And if one side starts to tip the balance, we go and correct it. So,
So what is your purpose? Because like I said, and it doesn't sound like we need to go find and kill someone. We could just make friends. What's wrong with making a friend? Talking to people isn't going to hurt anybody or tip the balance.
He didn't say that. He didn't say
I
that.
never said that we were gonna kill him. I'm just saying, like,
So you're talking like we're going to do something bad. Let's just head on out and go try to find this guy. We don't have to ask. We're not going to ask around for him, but we got to meet someone.
Yes, but I want to make sure we have a game plan before going in instead of just winging it, as we've done most of the time.
Okay, so then what is your goal? You're acting like we have to tiptoe around. If we tiptoe around, that's going to make us look suspicious. We need to blend in. We need to become one of them. Which, mind you, this is something I'm good at.
Yeah, which I'm not saying that we're not gonna try to make friends, and I'm not shooting down your idea. All I am just trying to figure out is a plan so that we can figure out what we're doing, so that we're not just running around aimlessly. You know? That's all. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys first. What's the plan? That's it. But yes, let's go with your idea. Let's talk around.
Can
Make
we see
friends.
an entrance to the? I'm assuming we're just outside
Yeah,
the
there's an
encampment.
entrance.
Well, Barris told us we need to go find one of the leaders and speak to him.
Yeah.
Were we given a name? We were just told his position.
No, you just said find a camp leader.
Well, let's go find the camp leader.
Everyone make a investigation check. Can't see that.
Nat 20.
20.
That's a 7 plus 3, so 7. Oh yeah, 10.
That's one.
Nice.
Through walking around, you guys go inside the encampment, the walls. There are a couple of people there, probably like 5 or 7 at the gates. Kind of chit-chatty, they don't really mind you. You walk in, no problem. You guys look
What
around,
is-
Azrael, what's up?
I'm gonna say, what type of is this? A mixture of people, same thing like what we saw in Reggie's hometown?
Nope. These are all humans.
How do the people look?
Sunglasses, mohawks, some with tattoos, vests, shorts.
Is it kind of like a Mad Max kind of type deal?
No, it's not really like Mad Max. Mad
Not
Max is
quite,
a lot
not
more
quite.
dirty. It's more like cyberpunk type, but it's not
Okay.
cyberpunk because the technology isn't like that.
It's just punk.
Just kind of punk style, yeah.
Did Barris call this a refugee camp, or did I mishear that?
I believe I heard refugee camp. Yeah.
Azrael, you kind of go around the locals and you talk to a lot of the people. They say, yeah, it's Donovan. He's over at the center. He's in the center house. They give you directions. And eventually, the 4 of you make your way to the center. You see a man just sitting with some other people. He's kind of an elderly man. Not too old. I'd say like late 40s. Under a tent. He's talking over a table with the map. The 4 of you approach. Ah, visitors. Are you here to seek asylum as well? Oh my gosh, he looks at Ren. Oh, poor you. What happened to your arm? You must be fleeing as well, correct?
Yes, we are fleeing. My arm, sadly, was blown away. It was mechanical before, but that part is gone.
Oh, mechanical arm. Easily replaceable.
Do you have one?
No, I have both my normal arms.
Well, I can see that, sir. I meant more like a prosthetic of some sort.
No, not for you.
Okay.
Must keep our
I-
supplies very tight. Only when needed. I think someone's
Understandable.
renting out some right now.
Yeah, we heard there was a camp nearby. We were running away, or fleeing, and yeah, we want to get settled. If you would allow us to.
Of course. But now might not be a good time. Where do you flee from?
Yeah,
Well-
where did we flee from? Well,
Where?
Yes,
Yeah,
where?
you said we.
I don't know.
we
I'm
could-
still
we
dazed
fight.
from the fight.
You fight?
Well, it was
Are you some sort of soldier or
running.
something?
No, there's just the attack that happened. We just ran.
Oh,
I'm just overwhelmed.
well, you're brave for trying to resist, but I think it's best for most of us to run before we lose anything else.
All we saw
So where do
was-
you hail from again? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Me? I was like, I'm from.
Are you all from the same group or?
From the island, Chath.
I never island. There's no island near here.
I've ran the far distance.
I think we're months away from any source of ocean.
There's much that has pursued me that has caused me to traverse as far as possible.
Well,
Okay.
I was in a town nearby. Honestly, I woke up there. I don't remember where or how I came to that place, but things were attacking. Like I heard lots of commotion. I ran out. These things were attacking me, and I ran and I met up with these guys and together for. a couple
While they're
weeks.
talking, is it possible for me to like take a glance at the map he's looking at?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check. Make an investigation check.
Without him noticing?
Okay, make a stealth check then.
16.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, make a investigation
12.
or a perception, whatever.
Um,
Nah, that would be investigation. It's fine.
okay. Yeah, 12.
Stop it. Okay. Yeah, you take a look at the map. It's just like the map of the encampment.
That was just of the encampment, it's not the surrounding area.
Just the encampment.
Cool.
Oh, so all four of you hail from different locations. That's very strange.
Well, I think they were fleeing from, and then I met up with them. It's been
Yes,
traveling
very,
since.
very strange. I didn't hear of multiple attacks nearby. That's strange, but okay. You all do look a little rough, especially you with the patches. You have a man with missing arm, a man with patches all over his body.
We've been traveling for a really long time, and to be frank, it's really tough for us to talk about our situation as it is.
I understand. All of us have stories here. So
Is
what can I
there...
do?
Yeah, if possible, we'd like to get settled up, and then maybe once we've had a moment to catch our breath, if you need any help, we can offer anything that we can.
Yes, of course, but like I said, the situation isn't that good right now.
Oh, that's
I-
right.
I think it's
Um,
best that you seek refuge somewhere else.
What's the situation? Like, what's so dire?
Well,
Are you talking about the encampment?
yeah, a lot of us came from the neighboring town nearby. Got attacked. We came here seeking asylum. Titus, shut the fuck up. But now, okay, good. Now, recently we've been here for, I'd say 6-7 months. But 3 months ago, a local crime syndicate started to clamp down hard on the refugees and us and me. Their goal is to break our wills, make our lives hell, in order for us to given to their protection. He kind of does that in quotes. So, right now they've been cutting off supplies, restricting us to stay within the encampment. Slowly dwindling the wills of the people here. They're putting a lot of pressure for us to assimilate to their group so that we can all be sold off as slaves.
The majority of the encampment, I'm assuming, are fighters. No.
What do you mean?
Do you have anyone that can help you stand up against them?
No,
Like,
we're
is
just
everyone here
refugees.
yeah, we're just refugees.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like, is there anyone that can help you that has tried standing up to them?
Well, the local police force, they have no jurisdiction outside the city. And for them to involve themselves with the crime syndicate would require a lot of resources that they have to pull together that they don't see as worth it for the refugees from a different city.
Have you tried approaching them? No, well, if you say that it would, is this something that one of the representatives has told you, or something that you're coming to the assumption of?
No, this is what is happening.
This has happened.
They won't help. They can't help. We're not their problem. We were lucky enough just to get a spot outside the city.
Would you happen to know the name of the people who've been attacking you, this crime syndicate?
No, we just call them the crime. They're just called the crime syndicate.
I see. Would you happen to know their leader's name or what he might look like? Because if we're not really allowed to stay here, then and we have to find refuge elsewhere, I'd like to avoid him.
He's probably. I don't think. Yeah, he's not in this encampment. He only leaves his goons.
I see.
He's somewhere outside, but not in the city. But I think you can find him if you tried. I haven't been able to get out for a while, so I don't know exactly where he is.
So his goons are set up nearby.
They're set up everywhere.
They're set up everywhere.
They're armed too, so we can't really attempt to escape. Some of us have already given up and been sold off, but I'm just trying to keep the people together. Try to hold off as long as we can, and hopefully they'll just go away after they see our resolve.
Has there been anyone that has tried to have a voice that has possibly been somewhat successful, or maybe who's spoken loud enough to gather people and was maybe stomped out?
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that this crime syndicate, it's like you said, it's trying to bully you guys. During the times that someone has tried to speak to someone else or speak to them,
The police force, remember? They
I
didn't
also
do anything.
attempted to, but they're very set on selling us off.
I'm sorry to hear about your predicament. I really am.
A lot of families here too. A lot of people who don't know where their children are, their mothers, their fathers. A lot of people are separated.
and you said the town that you all hail from, it's been destroyed.
It was attacked. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's been destroyed, but we left as soon as it happened. Well, at least me and my group. Other
Mm.
groups probably came from the same city, but I don't know them. but I do represent them as their leader here.
Let's see. And
Yeah.
is your city far?
A week's travel.
See, see.
If you would like, you can talk to some of the other refugees. Maybe they might have more insight. Feel free to walk around, but don't get too cozy. They might decide to keep you here.
Gotcha.
And we wouldn't want that with how your supplies are dwindling.
Yeah, we gotta ration out and stretch it as long as we can.
You're very kind, you know that.
Thank you. I do my best, but I don't believe my best is enough right now.
Are you the only one the refugees really have to rely on?
Yeah. Most of the people here are either young or too old to do anything. And others, they're so distraught from what they've seen and what they've experienced, the things that they've lost. They don't have the will to stand up and take on this responsibility.
If there was someone who light a spark under them and give them hope again.
I wish there was. But we can't rely on that. We just have to rely on ourselves.
I understand that all too well. Hope can be taken away.
Okay, is there anything else I can do for you guys? I need to schedule some things.
Of course. We didn't mean to take up so much of your time. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
No problem.
I'll walk away.
I'll see you
Oh.
around, maybe.
Hopefully.
Farewell, strangers. Stay safe.
Farewell.
No, I didn't walk away.
We'll walk away out of earshot.
Okay. You guys walk out of earshot. No one else seems to be paying you guys any mind. But you do hear something kind of out in the distance. Help me. Help. I'm dying.
I go look for the voice.
I follow as well.
As they walk off, I follow them, but I'm keeping an eye on the surroundings.
Okay, make a perception check for me, Azrael. Okay. You perceive as well as you perceive.
Mm-hmm.
You guys come down to kind of like a side road, not too large, not too wide, and you see a man on the ground.
Is this still
on
in the
sidewalk.
encampment?
Yeah, still in the
Okay.
encampment. Help me. I'm starving. You see a man on the side next to a shipping container. I actually have it written down. Curled up on the floor. Fuck, I didn't get it. Curled up on the floor. He has tattered clothing. He looks filthy. He has flies around him, and he appears to be malnourished. He's groaning on the side of the road away from others, somewhat in the dark. He's begging for help in a low tone. He doesn't even notice you guys.
They grab some.
We don't have anything.
No, you don't have items. You have like normal stuff.
Pocket
You don't have
bacon?
magic items. You don't have like.
Would I have my
weapons.
pocket bacon on me?
Yeah, you would have normal stuff. Normal stuff
Okay.
that doesn't deal damage.
Oh.
Thank
I
I hand him some pocket bacon.
I hand
Reggie,
Here.
what?
I
Try
have
to eat up.
I hand him one of my rations.
What's your name again? Azrael. Okay. Fuck. You guys, your names are so confusing. Thank you.
When's the last time you've eaten, friend?
I don't know. What day is it? He begins nibbling on the food slowly.
To be honest, I'm not even sure myself.
Think. Now I could sleep on a nut number. Thank you so much. He's still lying curled up on the floor, but he kind of puts his hand on your feet as a gesture of thanks.
I wish we could do more.
Kind of turns around, back facing the main road. His moaning subsides, but he looks like he's still in a little bit of pain. Better than before, though.
I pull Reggie over to the side.
Yep.
I feel like someone that's more well traveled than the rest of us might have any idea. Do you know what this is?
Would I know where this is at all?
Nope.
No. This doesn't seem like
You don't know where this is, Reggie.
this
You
is.
hear a voice comes out. You hear that voice out loud, not in your head.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea where this is.
You just gonna ignore
All of you hear that
Barris's
voice saying that.
He is like. I look around, like, where did that come from?
It's me, Barris. I'm invisible. I told you I'd be watching.
No, that's one way to do it.
He dispels the invisibility. Why'd you do that?
Hmm?
Why did you do that? You two. He points to Reggie and Azrael.
Well, we're trying to make friends here to get some information. Yeah.
Did you get anything out of that man?
No, but
Did you think a man on the road dying would have any information that would help you?
It gives perspective into the condition of the individuals here.
You can do that just by watching, observing. What perspective do you know from that person you just fed? And besides, I've seen your conversation with Donovan. This is an Esper trial, not yours, not the three of yours. You may offer insight but never intervene on the failures or successes on behalf of the Esper. If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the realms, you will only weaken yourself and weaken them. That man on the road, right there. If he were truly suffering, he would seek his own food and find his will to survive instead of waiting on the side, begging for others to aid him. This current standing in the world, the nation, and the people may very well all stem from such small acts of kindness the two have just provided. Every small weakness, small fracture that you create weakens the whole. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what'd you hear from Donovan?
well, there's a crime syndicate that's trying to get all the refugees here to be sold off as slaves, possibly.
Likely, yeah. If I was him, I would do that.
The local enforcement's not going to help because it's not their problem.
True. Harsh but true.
And
How's the search on the hero?
Still searching.
All right, let me give you some help. The crime syndicate. They're also searching for the hero. What they're doing here, this whole shakedown with the refugees, it's just a front. They're trying to lead him in, lure him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you understand what the syndicate's trying to do? Do
Yes.
you understand how they're doing it?
In a way, yes.
Okay. That should help. I shall be watching. He walks away again around the corner. Out of sight.
Okay.
The fact that we have physical evidence of you just BRBing in the middle of it, it's just
Yeah.
fuck.
So
Was there anything else that, pretty much like after I said BRB, was there anything else that was mentioned?
Fuck. What was the last thing you heard?
Crime syndicate doing the thing. Pretty much at the part where you were talking about the goons were set up everywhere. Or
Most of everything after that was reiteration.
okay.
I don't think we spoke about anything particular as far as we're concerned. Like, if the hero does exist, the refugees sure as hell haven't heard of him. At least Donovan hasn't heard of him. But we haven't spoken with the rest of us yet.
So, okay, let's put ourselves in the supposed hero's shoes. He probably knows that the crime syndicate's looking as well.
You're cutting out. You said he probably knows that the crime syndicate is.
Helping
That's
out.
it.
Yeah, helping.
Looking
Crime
for him.
syndicate is looking for the hero as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no reason for him to conceal that from us if he did know that. Did he look like he was lying when we asked him if there was anyone that was willing to help?
Make an insight check.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, it's kind of like one of those. Can't really trust anyone until you get to really know them. So why would he give out that information? What if we were part of the syndicate, but disguised as refugees, trying to find this guy?
It'd also make it kind of suspicious when he asked us where we're from.
Yeah.
Can I see into the distance and get a gauge of where there's? No, probably not if it's a week's travel away.
Okay, I say we go around town. Let's see if we can find a little bit, or the encampment. See if we can find a little information. 'Cause right now, that's what we're lacking. Like, we don't know what these refugees are running from. Anything about this place. The only thing that we know is that there's a crime syndicate that's trying to get the hero, and yeah, that's essentially it. And that they're refugees. We don't even know where they're running from, who they're running from. So yeah, I think it might be better if we can gather some more information. Maybe some of that information might glean into the fact that what our hero is doing and exactly why they're looking for the hero as well.
Yeah.
Sure. You gotta lead the way.
Yeah, so I guess I'll try to find like a more crowded area to get some to try to get to know listening to conversations, get to know some of the refugees, and you know, get a little bit more detail of like the situation from maybe what what's his face, Donovan doesn't know of. Like,
Okay. Everyone roll investigation for him.
that is a 10.
That's like a 15.
That's a 7 on
7?
top. That's a 7
Okay.
on top.
Okay.
Azrael. You hear a commotion going on in the temporary housing area just outside of the refugee camp. Alias. Hold on. You hear another thing going on from a woman outside that refugee camp as well.
Which one do you guys want to follow up on first? Oh,
Reggie, sorry, there's one more. Reggie, you hear some. You hear some of the refugees talk about some man with some sort of sickness inside within the refugee camp. He's in one of the abandoned sectors, somewhat isolated from the main group. But cumulatively, you guys additionally hear that most of the refugees are divided. Half of them want to give in and be sold off as slaves by the crime syndicate, and the others half wants to hold out on that offer. They just don't want to be enslaved. A lot of them are people from different locations as well, like from different cities. So there's not just one refugee group from an attack, there's a couple of them. I guess more background on that. There's some of these people that have been here for like a couple years.
so has this refugee camp been here for that couple of years? Because if I remember right, Donaldson said they've only been set up for like 6 or 7 months.
Donovan and his group have only been set up here for 6 or 7 months.
Okay, so there's multiple camp leaders then, if that's the case.
No, there's only him. Everyone else is just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was probably disorganized,
And
people
he
just doing whatever,
and then
and he kind of just brought a little bit of order. Okay, you have your 3 options so far and a little bit of background.
Okay, so we have the guy that has some sort of sickness and he's isolated from the group. We heard someone, or Alias heard someone yell in the distance.
Right.
Yeah, outside of the encampment,
Okay.
in the housing area. And one more around that area as well, outside of the refugee camp.
Head in that direction. See which one we come across first.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It's, like, it's all in one direction, or is it like 2 separate directions?
It's basically 2 separate directions.
I guess let's go to the one that sounds the closest.
It doesn't matter. Which one do you want to go to the 3?
Man or woman?
Let's go.
The man, the woman, or the sick person?
Let's go to the woman first.
You would pick the woman first.
All of you go outside of the refugee camp. You hear a feminine voice. Help! Will anyone help, please? My daughter! Help my daughter! It's a fairly young mother. It's a probably late 20s, early 30s. She looks like she's kind of glaring around to people that look tough and asking them for help.
Let's sit back and watch. See if she finds anyone to help her. Remember, this is not our issue. We're here to find someone.
She continues to do this for 30 minutes, and then she goes to a different location. She begins walking to another spot to ask for help. Almost walking out of sight of you guys.
Looking for tough guys. Approaches none of you.
Who's you, Mr. Mummy?
She's kind of like outside of the kind of like a house or like a shack or a shed, talking to people that are passing by. Not really like going out of the way, because there's a decent amount of people here too that are just doing their own thing. She begins going away.
All right, let's move to. Let's just move to the other guy.
Okay. You hear a commotion going on in a temporary housing area, just right outside the refugee camp. You see a man going up to strong-looking people asking for help as well. But this time, he goes up to you. Someone left. I'll wait for him to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give him a minute.
Here, I can run downstairs real quick.
Oh, he's
back.
There he
back.
is.
Okay, you see a man going up to strong-looking people asking for help. But instead, he goes up to you four.
Oh,
Hey,
fuck.
you guys look capable. Could you please help me? My wife and I fled a terrible invasion in our home, and we got separated. I think we both made it to the city, but I haven't seen her in weeks, so I think she actually took refuge here in the camp. Right over there, he points to the refugee camp. I think she took shelter there. But because of the increased number of refugees, the local crime syndicate kicked out whatever protection the refugees had and took over that area. Please, I'm not strong enough to go, and if I do, they'll take me too. I don't have much to offer, but please save my wife, Nadia. Can you help?
I'm sorry. We can't.
Oh, please, like, I don't have much, but I'll do anything. Just get my wife back.
I look over to Azrael, Alias, and Ren.
I just kind of look back at you. I was told to not help out.
You were told not to interfere, but you can provide insight.
Then we can keep an eye out for if anybody does say Nadia.
No, I think she is
Yeah.
in there. Here, I'll give you a description of her. He gives you a description of his wife.
Did he say that she was taken by the crime syndicate, or she's just
No.
in the refugee camp?
She's in there
Yeah.
worried about them being
They're
taken.
just separated.
No, that's not what I said. She's in there, and then they took over, so I think she's trapped in there, and I can't get her out. They didn't specifically take her and put her in the refugee camp. She was already in, and then they took over.
Yeah, but the problem is they're selling off the people as slaves.
He's
What?
talking. He's talking about the refugee camp we just walked out of, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They're
You
selling
said-
people as slaves?
Then
Oh, the syndicate is.
no, the thing is,
city kids?
no, you said that the crime syndicate took over, correct? I didn't hear that wrong, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Those
I-
big thugs over there? He points to a couple of them.
I thought they didn't yet. We were just talking to the encampment leader.
What do you mean? Well, they've been stopping me from going in.
What have they told you?
They told me that if I wanted to go in so bad, they won't let me out, but they could let me in. This area's under the jurisdiction of the crime syndicate. That's what they said.
Hmm. Let me talk to my compatriot.
Yes, please, please. He kind of
Um,
walks away a little bit,
I
out
kind
of
of
earshot.
yeah. Okay, so we'll camp we just walked out of. It's been taken over by the crime syndicate.
So he thinks.
So he think.
They're trying to make him. They might just be trying to make him believe that. I
Might
mean,
also be
strictly
why
speaking-
Donovan wanted to know where we were from instead of just assuming we were refugees.
I mean, strictly speaking, for the most part, since they can't fight back and they've been cutting off supplies for them, it is safe to assume that for the most part they've taken over the area. They're just trying to convince the masses inside to just give up.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
You know,
Did I not make that clear?
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
they took over.
What? We were. Okay, so what I was thinking was that it was just the entire encampment. He was the leader of the whole
refugees.
encampment,
Okay, sure.
and we didn't think that like there were like different encampments and like
No, stop
you were here
thinking
for
of it
that.
like
You were here
different
for
groups.
that.
They're all refugees. All refugees from different places in one location. Donovan took over as the guy that makes decisions for them. He tries to help out as best he can.
okay.
A crime gang called the Crime Syndicate took over that location, stopped them from leaving the encampment, and slowed down their supplies going inside. They 100% exist.
Okay, yeah, I understand they exist, but okay.
They 100% exist in that camp as well.
Okay,
As crime syndicates, as thugs, as bodyguards, as whatever,
got
as
it.
bad guys.
Got it.
What,
Got
what
it.
were you guys thinking?
Well,
Like,
how
they
are
just,
we
like,
able to go
not
in and
there?
go out?
They just don't care about you guys. Don't worry about that. They just don't care.
No, it makes more sense.
Now
to me
it's it's starting to make
Yeah.
a lot more sense now.
What did you guys think?
My original assumption was that they were still trying to get their claws into the encampment.
No,
not
they
that
were already
had
there.
Already taken over.
No,
No,
so
no, they were there.
they have taken over. Okay.
Yeah, they took over like 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Yeah, I said that. Like, right? Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, the crime syndicate took over 3 months ago. We got here 7 months, and then 3 months ago they took over. That's
Okay.
why I wrote that.
Okay. No. That's making more sense now. Okay. Cool.
The refugee camp. A crime syndicate has clamped down hard on refugees in an attempt to break their will. But there is no reason for such horrible treatment. However, this is secretly done to draw out their prey into helping the refugees. You must also find the prey of theirs without anyone knowing. The syndicate is pressuring the refugees to assimilate with their group so that they can be sold off as slaves. If they refuse, then they will live in a harsh and potentially lethal environment within the crime syndicate's territory. I said that in the beginning, I think. With Donovan and what's his name? The other guy, the Esper guy.
Best
Oh,
Varys.
Varys.
Varys, yeah.
Okay.
Their
So-
prey is the hero.
Yeah, that I got. I understand.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So they don't care about us. But we can walk freely. But
I mean, we should still. You should still do your best to keep from drawing their eye.
exactly.
Don't make it obvious that you're asking questions around.
Yeah. But I mean, even if we were to help this guy, it would draw attention to us. And what would he give us? Like, what insight would he give us to our objective?
Find out what happened to him before he got here.
How is that relevant to what we need to do right now, though?
Like, you're trying to find the hero, find out if something happened to make him a refugee besides just being kicked out by the syndicate. I get, like, is the syndicate the one that kicked everybody out and made the refugee camp, but they're just the one that took over the refugee camp?
They
They're the
did
ones
not
that
kick
took over.
anyone out. They just
Yeah.
took over.
They're
The
not,
hero is not a refugee. He's just a guy.
and we're trying to find
if-
him.
A local hero, so asking him if something disastrous happened, if there anybody was
And
cited.
if this guy came out from if this guy came here more recently in search of his wife, why would he know anything about the hero if he's not even over inside the encampment?
Varys also
clearly not
told you
local.
to do it secretly, not let anyone know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't let the hero know you're trying to find him.
Yeah.
Such and such. So saying like, hey, is there a guy that's a local and he's like does heroic feats that tries to help out the people? That's basically telling
Yeah.
people that. That's basically telling the hero that you're looking for him.
Yeah, no, that's what I
was
that's what I
more
figured.
gonna find out.
Say that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna
that-
mention it earlier, but yeah.
Not saying that to them. I'm talking about saying that to us, but asking him a story to find insight from it.
You did also ask Donovan, literally that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did. I don't think I did say I'll tell you to do it secretly before that, but yeah. Your goal is to draw this hero out somehow.
Yeah. Well, I don't think helping this guy is gonna help us in our objective. So, I think we're just gonna turn him down.
I mean, it might in a really fucked up way.
Ow.
Oh fuck. Actually, no. If the hero's smart, he wouldn't risk himself in something so stupid like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
No, my original thought was if we help him find his wife, but then his wife suddenly got, I don't know, like assaulted by thugs. Maybe the hero would come and save him. But if the hero's smart, he wouldn't risk himself in something like that. It's a small scrimmage in the big picture.
I say we just leave him. Say we can't help. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves right now. Let's just head out. Maybe find the man with the sickness. Just keep an eye out on him. Maybe there might be someone to help him. Because right now it's just we're kind of just doing espionage.
Here you go. You're gonna have to tell him.
I turn around. Yes.
Have you decided?
Yeah, I'm
You're
sorry.
gonna help
Like,
me?
I'm sorry, but we're really weary from our. We just came to the camp and we're just trying to find a place to settle.
Oh, you're refugees too. Oh, I see. Sorry, I mistook you for capable people.
Yeah, we're really sorry. Like,
Yeah. I guess I don't know what to do. Sorry for taking up your time. He goes back into the house area.
This is okay. Let's just go. Let's go find the. Let's go and find the sick man.
Okay. You go to find the sick man. Let me see. Where's it? Okay, yeah. Okay, you go to the isolated sector of the encampment. There you see a relatively healthy man, just kind of looking outside beyond the fences. His back is towards you. You see, actually, everyone make a medicine check.
That is a
16.
20. Dirty 20.
I was gonna say, like, the fuck, how?
No, it's like 18. Okay. The dirty 20, you see this man is showing signs of he has some symptoms of some illness. You see him coughing a lot, and you see some weird rashes on his arms and legs, some on his neck too. You guys come up. He turns around, coughing. Stay back! Don't come any closer.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I don't want you getting sick. I think I have some sort of illness. I don't want to get the other refugees sick.
Do you know?
I think it might be contagious. I don't know what it is.
Well, we'll stay back. Stay back.
Okay.
How long have you been here?
2 months.
And when did you even get this sickness?
Pretty recently, like I think a few days ago.
Where were you when, like, do you remember, like, who you came in contact with or anything?
I was eating. I think it happened when I was eating some bad food that I got through the fences.
Through the fences?
Yeah, like I put my arm through the holes of the fences and grabbed some food that was
Oh.
left there.
Okay.
Like literally through the fences. Yeah, now that I think about it, it probably wasn't a good idea. I think it was something bad. Oh,
I've never heard of bad food giving somebody a contagious disease.
Yeah.
I just
Like
don't want to
natural.
risk it, you know? Like these people we've already suffered enough. I don't want to add more to the suffering.
I turned to Reggie and I whispered, could it have been planted there?
That's what I'm wondering. Where exactly could you show me? Sorry, I know.
Over there. He points to like a fence. Nothing seems out of the ordinary about it. Right on the floor, you see like you see like just a box that looks like it has some food scraps in it. It looks like it's gone bad because it's been a few days and it's been left out in the open.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where that box came from?
I don't know. It's more like to make it make sense. It was like a small like rectangle box.
Lunchbox.
Yeah, but it hasn't fit through the fence holes. So it was whatever
okay.
shape that is.
I see.
I don't know. I just kind of saw it, and I thought it was probably like a tool or something. So I reached out and grabbed it, and then it turned out to be food. So I ate it. It was like a stick food. You know how kind of like jerky, but I don't think it was meat.
Oh,
Did it taste like chicken?
No. Kind of wish it did.
hmm.
So, what are you guys in for?
We're refugees as well.
Well, sucks to suck. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
A little.
Have you talked to Donovan yet? I think he could help you with some of your situations.
We did. He unfortunately said it might have been best if we were to find another camp.
I don't really know what's going on right now. I haven't seen people in a few days. You know, self-quarantine and all that.
Yeah. Makes
Social
sense.
distancing.
Makes sense.
I have a shellfish allergy.
Does the whatever he looks like? Does it look like more like an allergic reaction or just like an actual like?
No, he looks like he's fucking sick.
Okay. All right. Do you know anything about the crime syndicate at all? I'm just trying to
yeah.
avoid them. That's all. And
For a little bit, yeah. They don't really go around bothering people on the inside that much. They more of like torment us on the out from like the border. Sometimes they ask for taxes or just take some things. Haven't really met them myself, but I've seen them around doing it.
they're typically like, and I described like what I thought might have been like one of the crime syndicate and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
those guys are the.
Okay. Thanks. Well, just trying to figure out who to avoid.
Do you think you guys can help me with my sickness? Maybe like some medicine? Because I kind of want to go back to like talking to people, but I still don't want to get them sick and this thing's not going away. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's best for the refugees.
Does it look at all familiar?
No, it doesn't.
Because
What kind of
It does not look
medicine?
familiar at all.
What kind of medicine? Like we don't even know what this is.
I don't know, but I think anything would just help just for the symptoms. I
Reach in
think I
my
had a
bag.
fever for a few days.
I have a reddish orange fruit that might help you. Give you some strength. Give you something to eat.
Really?
it's a dinosaur heart.
Yeah. And I reach in my bag, grab it, and kind of toss it to him.
Thanks. This is big. Well, if it's not medicine, well, at least I got something to eat, right?
Yeah, maybe that will keep you from.
Thanks. It looks a little moldy and looks like it's decaying too.
Maybe
Oh,
that's not.
maybe
Oh,
I don't want to
oh,
eat that.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
put this over here. I'll think about it. Puts it down. Like, ew, I don't even. It's green.
Turn to the group. Okay. This is getting us nowhere.
The crime syndicate are. If they're trying to goad the hero into doing something, why is it?
Here, I mean, if they're trying to goad him to do something, but not do anything, he knows. The hero definitely knows that they're trying, but they're at this point. I think they're just playing chicken. Other, trying to see how much they can push before the hero comes
More
out.
Makes me more curious as to who this hero is and what he can do.
Yeah, like
If whatever this is contagious, this could just be another ploy by them.
that too.
Break their wills too, you know?
Huh. Kind of wondering, what if we go around, start asking for help? Like, our story is we're trying to find a place. We're trying to find refuge. But Donovan will help us since, you know, the situation.
But isn't that a similar case as everybody else?
No,
Goal's to
they have
blend in,
refuge.
isn't it?
Hmm?
The goal isn't blend in, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Someone asking for help isn't too out of the ordinary.
yeah, the reason why I'm thinking about asking help, like just like the others have asked for help, maybe someone might point us in the direction. Hey, this guy might be able to help you.
They are. They keep telling us to go back to Donovan.
Only that guy, only the guy they're looking for his wife, to go to Donovan to help, for our situation. But we told him that Donovan can't help us. He didn't say anything else after that.
No, I'm saying like people asking for help, like they're gonna keep pointing us to Donovan, like that guy, because he's the refugee lead to get stuff situated. And I was like, if people are already asking for help, the leader, hero's not coming. We're not gonna draw him out that way.
He does have a point.
True. Going about this the nice way is a little difficult, especially now.
I mean, what else do you want to do? Beat people's heads in for answers? We don't exactly have our gear.
No. No, that idea is too stupid. No, even we wouldn't.
What
even
is
try
it?
that.
What is it?
Join the syndicate. But no, I think that's really dumb.
Barris mentioned something about trying to move the masses.
Also, he also mentioned stuff about balance. Like there's so much bad being done here, so much neglect. What if the hero they're really looking for is one of us to step up to be the hero?
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
You already seen when I fed the guy. How do you really expect us taking further steps to put things under our hands?
And it's not
Would
one of
deem
us.
well.
If that were to be anyone, it would have to be Reggie, because this is his trial.
Exactly. Like he's restoring the balance.
Yes, but
You seen what happened when we fed him.
no. Azrael does have a point. We need to somehow move the masses.
When we try to help a person, it didn't bode well. Yes, he could have possibly gotten up and figured it out himself. But when help was extended, Barris said, pretty much you fucked up. Not balanced.
Maybe it wasn't balanced because all we gave him, but not really didn't really get anything in return. Like we did it wrong. To me, it sounded like he was like, well, what does that really equate to? You guys just giving him food versus like teaching him to get his own food or something along those lines.
I'm not in charge and I'm not doing anything other than offering help. Offering
Insight.
words. So
Yeah,
by all
they-
means, if you want to
your
try,
trial.
well, that's on you.
No, it just says you're giving insight. I'm giving a different perspective insight. Like
No,
we said,
like,
this is Reggie's
Ren-
trial.
Ren
Yeah,
does
but you're
Ren does have a light point. I see where he's coming from. I don't know. I think what it really equates to is equivalent exchange. If we're going to help somebody, then we better get something in return, information at the very least. What did that man have to offer us? And I think back on that point, Varys did have a point. If he was truly desperate, he would have went to go search for his own food instead of begging for help. But we also don't know his situation.
So in the case of Donovan, he gave us a fuck ton of information. Did we give him anything in return? Is that balance?
Is
We offered.
that's
help,
balance in the small. That's balance in the small scale, though. I don't know.
But if we were to actually, if there were somehow were to pull up a scale, and the information was that he gave us was weight, did we give him an equal weight? Was it balance? Because if balance is something that is imperative,
This isn't a trial of balance.
that's the Esper way, is it not?
Well, that's what I thought you were looking for, was the insight of where to tip the scale one way or the other. Like those tipping points, to recognize them, to adjust them, to go back to being even.
So is that not the Esper way to keep things balanced? Maybe I misheard Bears, but I swear he mentioned that it's the Esper's job to keep balance. And I remember Reggie also mentioning something in the past when we first got here, something about balance. Espers and their pursuit of balance.
Yes.
You
You're
did
correct,
mention that.
Ezra.
So
Reggie,
come back to my point. Was that balance? And if not, then why is it that that situation was okay for there to be an unbalance in comparison to another situation where it was a clear unbalance?
Guys,
No,
he said this is a lesson in manipulation, not a lesson in balance. You guys are going a lot about balance. Don't worry about that. I understand that's the Esper background. Don't worry about that. Okay?
got it.
He gave you a goal. He gave you restrictions. It's that simple. Remember, this is a lesson. It is a trial of insight, but it is about a lesson on manipulation.
So, we need to.
Let's take stock of what the Crime Syndicate has done so far that we know of concrete. He's essentially threatened a man with the idea of like being captured in exchange for being able to find his own wife. He gave him something that he want, and in exchange for probably biting that bait, he would just be another body to them, to potentially be a slave.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a pretty good manipulation tactic. If our hunch is right about this food, it's just gonna further lower the morale for this man and just add another body to them.
So
If whatever disease he does have is contagious and it gets to other people, that's even more reason for the morale to go down and more people to side with the Crime Syndicate.
yeah. So
The woman who lost her daughter, or wants her daughter's help, we don't know anything about her, but if the pattern's to be followed, we're seeing a lot of manipulation on the part of the Crime Syndicate in order to just draw the will out of these people.
So
What if we look for somebody that's trying to tip that balance back? If you want to talk about balance, how do we maybe our culprit is somebody who's trying to bring morale up?
that's the whole reason. That was what I was getting at, to see if we can find someone that's like helping them on the down low, something like that. We just blend in as normal refugees, and then just keep an
The
eye
question is, are you the one that is to manipulate, or are we to find the manipulator?
out. I believe somehow we need to manipulate the masses to bring out the hero.
Well, you're the manipulator.
Yeah.
Was that Barris?
Pretty
Yes, it
positive
was.
that was.
Yeah, no, that was no.
That was an
Legitimately,
applause.
legitimately, that was the whole thing that's going on in my head. I knew what we needed to do. It was just how the fuck do we do it? That's what
That's
I'm.
not what you were saying for the past hour.
I
That's not
know.
what any of you guys were saying for the
No,
past
I
hour.
mean, like, no. Like all the
Trust
stuff.
me, I've been watching you guys.
Yeah, I know. Like all the stuff I've
I
been
raised
saying.
my hand. I missed the manipulation part. My big ears didn't catch it.
So
Sounds like you need bigger ones.
no. So sorry, I should have said
Did
this
either
out.
one of anyone
I'm sorry,
else realize?
I should have said this out loud. Essentially, I've been
Guess,
trying
Reggie,
to
I cannot
gather.
read your mind.
I've been trying to I've been
can't.
trying to gather information to figure out how can we manipulate the refugees to help point us into the direction of hero. That's what I've been trying to figure.
Very good, Reggie. You are on your way to completing the task, but there are many struggles ahead. Continue, Bear Sleeves.
Yeah. So that was my thinking. But again, I it was more of me gathering information without telling you. But that's what I.
Try to speak that out loud a little bit more.
Yeah. I should have been. It's one of those. I've been in deep thought. And
No. Yeah, me too.
yeah, no, deep thought and just going through, and we're not supposed to say a lot of this out loud.
Well,
Well-
here's an idea for you. If you want to try helping that guy out, you can test something out that I can't right now, because that'd be me interfering in your trial. Heal him up. See what happens.
I don't have any. I
You're
don't
the
have
one that
anything
has.
to
I thought you had healing hands.
Yeah, but that's just that doesn't cure a disease, or
I mean, just I don't
sickness.
know. It might help him feel better.
You have an
It's a
antidote.
random idea. He does not have an antidote. We don't have any of our items.
I thought we didn't have any items that did
That would be
thing.
that would be magical. Like anything that would aid us in that regard, we wouldn't have. Normal shit we would have.
no. So even if we were to help him out and I heal him up, how does that? What theory are you testing?
Think about what he told us last. He wants to talk to people again. If he tells him about the people that helped them get back on his feet, they're more prone to helping us. Back what Azrael said. Make more friends.
Okay, I don't think this will work.
Yeah, like on the like this is all operating on the assumption that this even works. Fair call. We're just here to support.
Well,
Is this a remix? This isn't the original, right?
no, it's not the original. This is
Lo-fi.
remix. Lo-fi.
I was about to say, like, dude, this sounds so much like more put together than I remember it.
This is the Cosmo Canyon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought. I love that song. I remember.
I do too. It's pretty good.
It was
That's
so
what I was saying. I was like, dude, why does this sound so fucking amazing? Like, holy shit. I knew it was good, but this sounds fucking great.
good. Okay, so, all right. So let's say I go over here, give him healing hand. I tell him, don't say anything about us. or I don't know. I'm just trying to think right now. Even if we were to help these people, like, would it? Yeah, so yeah, there may be a morale, but it will point us. It would point. It would. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry.
I get what you're getting at.
Let me rephrase.
It would draw attention to us.
Us, right? And not.
Yeah.
And like this, because the crime syndicate doesn't know who the hero is. I'm guessing. Because if they knew who he was, then they would just try to just grab him.
They would have gotten him,
Yeah. They don't know who he is, but they know that he's around. Kind of like a vigilante, in a way. So, if we started helping them, the crime syndicate might look to us and think, "Hey, we're the hero," and that's not what we want. What is something that we can do that wouldn't draw too much attention, but would help slowly bring up the morale and possibly get others to join the side of holding out? Because I'm thinking this is what I think. This is what I think. In order to draw out the hero, or figure out who the hero is, we need to boost up the morale of the refugees. And by boosting the morale, the hero is going to more likely come out a little bit more. But the thing is, what I want to do is draw the attention of the hero, but not the attention of the crime syndicate by helping these people. You get what I mean?
How close they're watching, I don't think that would be very plausible to have the hero notice and not the crime syndicate.
I don't know. The hero's smart enough to dodge the syndicate, and if we get the refugees to talk amongst each other, it may reach the hero.
You're true.
Okay. Ilias, let's say we test your theory. We heal this guy, come back. We tell him to... Will we just tell him, like, don't say it's us? Just... If anyone asks who helped you, just say a mysterious person. The hero. Should we even say that?
That's a good question. I mean, if you tell him to say that, don't say it was us, then no,
he said don't mention that it was specifically us. But if anyone does ask, hey, who helped you out? Just say, hey, just some nice guys.
Or
nice guy.
How does this lead to luring the hero out? So if we heal him and we haven't spread the word of someone healing him, how would that continue the trend so that way we can pull the hero out?
So
I'm kind of lost in the plan.
No. I know this is a little difficult for me to explain. What I'm trying to think is do little deeds here and there, but essentially have them spread word that someone is out there helping. You know? And if it's possible, like this local hero, he's one man. He can't do everything alone. What if he tries to also seek us out to help him? You know what I mean?
Just a random thought, but let's say this person was a person of vengeance, and a person of a somewhat justice.
I am vengeance. Sorry.
Someone who's likely to work alone. How would this lure him out? You might see other help, but would that be possibly good enough if he is the type of person to work alone? What if this whole thing about us manipulating is us possibly setting up somebody with their finger on the trigger, and we're telling them, or in this case, with the arrow drawn, and we just have them release? Just to throw that out there.
No. You do bring up a good point too. Like this is just me. That's an optimistic point. Of my point was very optimistic that he's willing to look for us so that we can work together. But you also do bring up a very good point where he only wants to work alone, and the fact that we're doing this he just may pull the trigger on everything. I don't know.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, what if we're supposed to push people in ways
To bring out,
because this is
not that we're looking for the hero, but to make someone.
oh we're looking for him, but what I'm saying is that we push people in ways that are not so nice, and we manipulate people to do things that are maybe not so good. Manipulation can be good or bad,
True.
or you can make people do good or bad.
Yes.
And what would be the greatest thing to cause him to come out? Would it be more pain or more happiness?
Or pain. You know,
Pain might be a possible thing.
But yeah. Oh my god, this is just.
We heal this guy. You said you don't want to give him some sort of story to spread around. Why don't you just tell him we're refugees trying to help each other? That way they don't know how to pin it down on any single refugee or anything like that. The more help we do might draw out the hero.
That's what.
Refugees coming together.
No, that's my. That was my thinking. But
Yeah, I'm trying to build on that, saying like the story you should tell them is like we're refugees just trying to help out each other, instead of saying like, oh, we're the hero or anything like that. Say like we need to stick together, try to build up the masses, try to unite them.
no. Oh no. I get what you mean. Yeah. No, I see why. What
Like we
I
refugees
said
should
is
stick together.
No,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying is like different from what I said. Okay, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, like I like the idea of trying to do something to help to bring out, like he shows the hero he's not alone. He has someone, like people to still fight for with him. Because if the morale is so bad here, like maybe that's why he's not coming out.
Yeah, maybe it might be like the morale is so bad that like whatever he does won't bring it up.
Like he's fighting an army by himself.
And that was my thinking is he feels that he's by himself. And if he knows that there's people out there also helping him to his cause.
Has anybody died?
Guy over there looks like he's about to.
Now, has anybody died? Has
Not-
any been killed by the syndicate? Last
Not
I remember that they were just
to
forcefully suggested.
to our knowledge, no. But we don't know what goes on behind closed doors either. So
I kind of figured he was still there.
So we help him. Just say that the refugees need to stick together, and Your
Go
turn.
for it.
Choice.
Do it. Just do it.
Okay. I head over to.
Oh,
Sick.
stand back! Not so close.
Let me try something.
No, you're just sick. Stay away.
I
He backs up against the corner. He gets a broom.
do you trust me?
I don't want to get you sick.
It's okay.
I don't trust me.
Well, I trust that this won't get me sick. Just hold your breath. Let me try something.
He holds his breath. He takes a deep breath.
I touch a part. I touch a part of him, and do fucking healing hands.
You fuck. Okay. How much?
This should get 10.
Level, right?
10.
Okay, you see a lot of his wounds heal up, but he still has the patches on him.
Okay.
He
And I
doesn't-
step
he's-
away.
Physically, he looks
I step away a little bit more.
better. Some spit gets on you. Make a con save.
8 plus 8, 16.
Okay.
So his wounds are healed, but not the sickness. Okay. All right. Turn to Elias. Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, I was about to try.
Yeah. I kind of figured it wouldn't, but I turn to the
It
guy.
doesn't seem magical at all, does it?
Make an Arcana check. Oh, what'd you do to me? Oh, what was that light?
11.
Oh. You touched me. No, it doesn't seem magical at all.
Okay.
What was that?
I tried to see if I could help you with your sickness, but I guess
Yeah, with what? What'd you do? Some of my wounds have been healed. What is that?
it's an
It's a really good medicine that you just rub on the skin.
yeah.
Medicine. Make a deception check.
Me?
No, Alias.
Oh,
Alias is
Alias?
the one that said it.
Okay.
Damn. Person-based characters. Medicine. Probably one of those glowing moss ones I've heard about.
Yep. They're really good, aren't they, huh? You feeling alright?
Well, how'd you get it if you're a refugee? Like,
We
where do you?
picked it up on the way.
Oh.
Yeah, we come from different
Yeah,
places.
looting,
Where I
yeah,
come
yeah.
from, they're a little bit more common in the area.
I looted a lot of stuff along the way here too, from abandoned houses.
Okay. How about let's see if we can find some medicine for you, so that you can get back.
I think I'm feeling a little better now. No worries. But I'll just try to tough it out here.
See if we can figure out something. All right.
Farewell, strange refugees,
What?
fellow refugees.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, my name is Todd Barrington. Todd Barrington. Yes, that's my name. Todd Todd Barrington. Brington.
Got it. Well, good luck.
So
We'll
long.
see if we can find something for you. All right. And then we walk away, walk back towards like, I guess the crowd. Walk towards back the refugees, I guess.
That's also, as we walk away, that's also kind of why I didn't want to do it. No magic.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're in a different. It's true.
And good thing you're around a couple of really good liars. I pat him on the shoulder.
Up. All right. So, how do we? So, what else can we do to start? bringing up- I don't. I
Fitting
don't
theme.
want to say. I don't want to go to Donovan and try to figure out.
This is
See how we
Kate's.
can
Kate's, sorry.
Yep, it is.
Okay, Seth. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to go to Donovan, or else he's gonna become the. They're gonna rally behind him. You know what I mean? Like we want
Right.
the refugees to rally for the sake of other refugees.
You know, Donovan's a refugee as well, right?
I know, but
Yep.
then like I'm saying like
You
What
want the
I'm-
hero.
we want if we help Donovan, he's gonna come out to be the hero.
Okay.
But we don't think he's the hero, or
Okay.
I
It's a
mean,
possibility.
there's nothing wrong with the people thinking of Donovan as the hero. Because our real goal is to just draw whoever the hero is out.
that's true.
That could bring him out.
Yeah. How about we go back to Donovan, see if we can find ways to help him out to bring up the murder.
All of you go back to Donovan. He's still there talking to some people. Oh, hey, the refugees. Hello, fellow refugees. Welcome back to the refugee camp center. I am the refugee leader, Donovan. What can I do for you, fellow refugees?
We've gotten situated a little bit around here. Got some, got to catch our breath. Is there, we're in a helping mood.
Oh, you are? Last
Yeah.
I heard, you guys weren't in a helping mood and needed to find a house.
Yeah, I mean, well, we kind of caught our, rested a little bit, caught ourselves, catch up.
Oh, I got your
Catch your
bearings in. I can see.
Yeah.
I see. Yes.
And
Okay.
yeah, we're definitely seeing the situation, and I kind of want to help.
Oh, how so? How can you help us?
Well, I mean, what can we do? Like, you said something about supplies getting low.
Yeah, we were out of supplies. We were out of cleaning supplies, food, blankets, padding, shelter. Water. We're low on a lot of things right now. So
And is it because
right now the people are on the brink of just stealing from one another, but we're trying to calm them down.
Hmm.
That's what I'm trying to do. As the leader of the refugees. That's me, Donovan.
Okay. So, I think what we do. So, those are low. Crime Syndicate's the one that's blocking the supplies. Is that what, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, they're kind of just intercepting them and taking a lot of it from the city. The city delivers as much as it can afford, but the more amount of refugees coming in, then we don't have enough.
I turn to the group. You guys think if we can somehow not essentially escort the supplies, but okay, I don't want to be like, doing an escort mission for these supplies, but somehow make it easier for the supplies to come in. You know what I mean?
Are you talking to us or are you talking to Donovan?
I'm talking to you guys. I said
Okay.
I turned. I said I turned
He
to.
said he turned around to the group. He did say that.
Yeah, just making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, like, hello?
yes. So. Just
So
right-
you want us to stop criminal organization from raiding supplies with what? Sticks and stones.
Alias is without magic right now, or
I am legit without an arm.
you have no arm. Maybe Azrael might have something with him.
Oh no, they searched him pretty thoroughly for all those knives. I highly doubt it.
You never know.
That is also very true. He does have a lot.
Azrael steps away from Donovan and then goes outside.
Okay, you go outside.
I guess I'll follow him. Okay. All right, Donovan. Give us a moment.
Okay.
I walk outside Azrael.
Kind of talking right in front of him.
No, he's not paying attention. Don't worry about it.
I meant, yeah. I'm like when I turn to the group, I'm like trying to talk low so that no one else can hear. And
If we're going to mention things, especially where we came from, we should try to be a little careful.
He does have a point.
We're supposed to be really secretive. And if you guys haven't known, trying to like not be seen is something I'm kind of good at. And saying things right in front of people is kind of giving ourselves up. We should be kind of careful of that.
I go in closer to Azrael. Are you able to cast Whisper on us?
I don't know if that's a type of magic or not. I know it comes from my mind, but if Alias tried to clean himself and that's what happened,
That
I'm not
was an interest of we're on it. We're somewhere else. We have to be because his healing hands didn't try to fucking murder him.
but he's used magic before in that sense.
He's from
Oh.
here. Well, no, I guess
Mm.
not from here, but interesting.
Well, if you get hurt, you'll blend in.
Well, let's go
That's a
somewhere.
good point.
Let's go somewhere a little. Let's go somewhere
You guys find a
isolated.
spot that's
Yeah.
fine for you to do whatever secretively. But you know Varys is always watching.
All right. Can you cast Whisper? Or attempt to cast Whispers, or do you want to? Do you want to risk it? Might be easier for us to communicate as well.
It would be
Yeah,
safer for us. to
Definitely
communicate.
be.
Yeah.
I'll try to focus and see if I can connect to Reggie's mind.
Okay.
Through whispers.
Okay, roll a d8 for the thing.
I'll be back. Actually.
Make a wisdom save.
Well, 15.
11. No safe material. No materials.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
9. That'll be 9 then.
Is it 9? Oh, you're right. It was 9.
Yeah.
I can't even do. Okay. You successfully cast whispers to your knowledge. On to Reggie. You say something to Reggie. Reggie does not reply.
Okay. So what happened?
It worked.
Okay. All right. So we have Whispers up.
Well, I reach out to you through my mind. I made a connection with you.
Oh.
I haven't tried to connect with them yet.
Okay.
I'm not trying. I wasn't trying to deal with a large backlash trying to connect to all three people at once. That might have been quite painful.
Mm.
And this is coming from my mind, so don't want that to go kaboom.
Yeah, makes sense. You're just seeing me and Azrael just like staring intently at each other.
No, I'm
they
not.
really are really are kind of just staring into
I'm
each
moving
other's
my
eyes right now.
hands. No, I'm moving my hands around. I look crazy because I'm talking with my hands. Like I'm
Azrael moves his hands and you're ow. Azrael, you hit something.
Oh.
sorry.
It's my fault for standing so close. I was trying to hear what you were whispering in your brains. I'll back up now.
Let's take a thumbs up out in the
My
random
eye!
location.
Okay.
Christ.
All right. So, so only me and you are connected, Azrael.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me try to connect to the other two and see what that does to me. Do I do 2 more wisdom saves?
Sure, yeah, do it.
So low. Even lower. Look at the
Okay.
descent.
I've taken note. And yeah, you connect with the other two.
All right. So now for 2 hours, right? You have it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So let's say that we do help them get their supply
I-
line back.
I say stop. I stick on my hand. Let's talk. Since there's no one around us, just talk normally.
Okay.
Until we use the whispers when it's necessary.
So let's say that we help reestablish supply. Uh, I'll bring up the morale, but do we just let Donovan know? Like,
Well, where do you expect to get these supplies from?
Also, yeah, I was gonna say like
And how are we
barring
defending?
that, how are we supposed to do that without
yeah, no,
any
no.
of
I'm
our
just
gear?
again. This is bigger picture. I'm not really thinking
Okay.
about the detail right now. I'm just
How
trying to
about
figure out
this?
a way to fucking bring up the
How about
morale.
this?
Okay.
So a manipulator, person who's using manipulation on other people, I don't think would go so far as to get their hands that dirty.
Okay.
So then why would we get our hands dirty? Plus, how will we defend? Do you have anything? Does anyone have anything? No.
I'm not saying personally us, but
But what?
we can help rally some people, try to have them reestablish that supply.
We had 3 people ask for help, and we didn't really help any of them.
Yeah. Right now the refugees are just speaking because they have problems. We I'm here's an idea. What if we made what if we helped not help, sorry. What if we start manipulating the refugees to think that whatever's going on, it's all their problems, not just theirs. You know?
Wait, come again?
So all the refugees we've been noticing around keep to themselves. They don't help other people, they try to help themselves.
Steal from each other.
Yeah, to the point where they're about to steal from each other. What if we? This I'm not saying that we actually do this. I'm just saying that what if we can somehow convince them that the problem is not between them, but it's with the crime syndicate, and we can push some of the refugees to start helping Donovan himself, and like with his problems, like getting the supply line back, for as a start, because they're on the verge of about like societal collapse, I guess you could
Literal
say.
societal collapse.
So you would like to start an uprising of sorts.
Yes, essentially, to sum it all
Of-
up.
Of a mass of malnourished, beaten down refugees against a criminalized organization that's brutes and thugs. You think we can amass enough manpower in the current state they're in to try to do something like that?
And that quickly.
No, and that's why.
And I turn, I
That's
just
true.
say
That's
out loud, Bears, do we have is there a time limit on this?
No one's ever asked that question before.
So I guess there
I'm
really
assuming
isn't
no.
a time limit. So
Well,
it means that we
technically,
could be here for a
I
while.
guess no.
technically,
Generally, it takes a couple of days, maybe a week.
so technically, our timeline is, or our time limit is before the hero gets caught by the syndicate.
It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
If you want to spend your entire life doing this, then yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Go. There's your answer.
But I think the three of you that aren't Espers probably have better things to do than to do this trial with this guy.
And I have the ability to live a little bit longer than these two. Time isn't
Not as long
much.
as him. Probably. I'm assuming.
800 years, give or take.
Damn, you old as dirt.
That's not my age, fool.
Oh,
Anyways, so I'm throwing out. I'm trying to throw out.
257.
Okay. I say no. I'm not saying like we bring back the supply line. I'm sorry. That was just something off the top of my head. But we do small things to maybe like lighten the load of the crime syndicate. Like essentially slowly, not slowly, but like do little things to dwindle the crime syndicate's power, its hold on the city.
how do they have hold on the city?
Camp.
They
Or
in
the camp. Sorry, the camp. They've taken over. Ow. I mean, okay,
Like, it seems
that's a
like a lot of
rhetorical.
these people are scared. Yeah, it's kind of rhetorical.
Yeah,
but,
that was more rhetorical than anything.
like with fear, it's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and
doing
how to combat that? How are we supposed to instill like bring up their morale to instill them to fight back?
And so that question, you might have completed a task.
I'm sorry, what?
Like if you can get the answer to that question, well, that's pretty much what we're here to do.
Yeah. Well, portion of the problem. Because even if we bring that uprising, how are we going to find the hero?
Well,
I know he's going to. There's a possibility he's going to show himself, but again.
we're supposed to manipulate the masses.
Yeah. How about we do some going through the refugee, pretty much going through the encampment. Like, do we see like kind of like a bar or something like that?
In the encampment, no.
Okay,
Outside, yeah.
outside. What if? What if we slowly fuck with the guards?
That also sounds like a terrible idea.
I know
Yeah.
it sounds
The
like a
fact that you-
terrible
the word you
idea. I know it might.
Slowly-
It's but
Slowly, that's the part that scares me.
okay. Not. I didn't mean slowly, but we fucking fuck with the guards to.
You fuck the guards.
I'm just trying to throw out ideas. Like I don't know how else we're fucking gonna do this.
Personally, I like the dark route because I don't know how the nice route is going to get us there.
What is the dark route for you?
Push the syndicate to speed the fuck up. Because once they start moving, I'm highly positive that the hero is probably going to make a move. He hasn't made a move because, yes, people are dying, but they could do things on their own power to make changes for themselves, right? I asked if anyone died. Has anyone died from the crime syndicate?
I don't think
I
so.
don't believe so. Precisely. So
Sold off
what
in
if
delivery.
what if we push the syndicate to do something? They haven't done anything bad. They said they just took over. There hasn't been any deaths from their hands, at least from what we heard. And what more likely to push someone who wants and fights for good to come out? You tip
Push
the
him.
scales
Yeah.
to make him want to create that balance.
Okay, so let's say that we tip the scales to in the crime syndicate's favor. Let's say that we do that. To bring out the hero. So do we just go up to the crime syndicate and say, hey, let's join. Let us join you guys. Or how are we supposedly gonna force the syndicate's hand to start, you know, pushing harder?
Well, you know, there was that guy who's looking for his wife. What if we tell him to just go in and then to just go back out and see what the guards do? We'll see what those guards do, those syndicate guards. He's going to want to be with his wife ever so dearly. He's already expressed so. And then he's going to want to be with her and stay with her. And push comes to shove, I feel sometimes a man might want to fight for his lady.
Okay, but we already turned him down. So what do we say to
Well,
him now?
there was someone off back then. I remember hearing a commotion somewhere. Besides the man being sick. I don't know if what's happened out there, if it's still occurring.
I thought that was the woman yelling and the man asking for help.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say we find this guy again. What do we tell him to... What can we say to him to convince him to just try to walk in? We tell him, like...
We tried speaking to the crime syndicate. They're everywhere. We
Yeah.
just asked them, what are you guys waiting for?
But isn't that kind of weird to just walk up to them and just... Guys, wait.
Yeah. It could be, but it was already mentioned that half of the refugees want to become slaves. They're just like, fuck it, let's get it over with. And the other half
Trying to
are
hold
trying
out.
to wait it out. We could say that we're part of the half that are saying, let's get it over with.
So, all
And
right.
that way we can at least possibly get more information.
Okay, so let's
We
play.
haven't tried this route.
Let's play this out. Go up to one of the crime syndicate guards. As
What
I
you
hit-
want, mate? What you looking at? Speak up.
Okay, let's.
I'm
put-
looking for a time to see when we're getting out of here.
Who are you? I
No
don't you
one
guys have
important.
don't have you guys down on the list.
I'm no one important. Just like
Then what-
everyone else here. We're just supposed to be your slaves, aren't we?
Oh, you want to be slaves now? Oh, come right in then.
Why what's going on? Why haven't what's the wait?
There's no wait. Come on, let's be a slave then. The four of you?
No, there is a wait because you guys
No, there
have
ain't. Come
control of
here.
the camp.
Jesus Christ.
Come here. Turn around. I'll tie you up right now. You're getting paid tonight, boys. Kind of rubs his hands together. Pulls out a rope.
Wait, what?
We got 4 slaves coming in right now.
I didn't say anything about becoming a slave.
Yes, you did, motherfucker.
I mentioned like what's taking so long and why you guys haven't taken over. It's not like anyone's fighting you.
Make a grapple check.
Oh, but
Acrobatics versus or athletics.
I had no idea that we were just going to go straight into this.
Alright,
Okay.
Would you say?
How'd you
would
up?
you-
You got
Oh.
a nat 20 me.
Doesn't matter.
He's got a nat 20 me.
It doesn't matter then.
Look, he ties you up in the rope. You did say that.
Did you say
did
you said
say what
that
AJ
strength,
said.
right?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said athletics. I'll give it a try.
Acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. No,
He gets you.
doesn't matter.
Ties you up. Okay, he gets the rest of you at 3 as well. Everyone else make acrobatics or athletics checks.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't expect this.
Okay, Ren gets out
Acrobatics. He's
or athletics.
that is a 23.
9.
Okay, he gets Alias and Azrael. The rest of you two are fighting.
Oh god.
Fighting it off.
You said I got out.
Yeah, you and what's your name again? Reggie. You get out.
Oh.
You get out. You escape the grapple line. You don't leave the place. You see Azrael and Alias being bound up and taken somewhere else.
Okay, that
Never-
was not what I expected.
Well, those two are in there. Like, I never wanted to be a slave. I tried to like skedaddle away. I was like, we should
Oh, you
probably.
need some help. We got some slaves escaping.
Well,
Some
I
more
never
people
said I
coming.
want to be a slave. That was him.
That was just them.
They try to grab you again, Reggie. Make another
Oh,
check.
that is 18.
They get Reggie.
Fucking it.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Right,
Christ. what the hell?
you get out. They bound you guys. They bind you guys. Except for Red. Red, you. I assume you leave the encampment.
Well, I guess I'm going to try to run away and duck behind some of the crates and stuff
Okay,
to try to
make a stealth-
lose.
Make a
lose
stealth
them.
check to hide.
Jesus Christ.
I talked to Azrael and whispers. This is not what the fuck I was expecting and what I wanted, what I was thinking of.
They take you guys into a shipping container full of other people that are tied up.
Mm,
This one's
me-
going in 2 more days. Shipment's going through. The door closes behind the three of you. Ren, you
Me
see this
neither,
as you're
but-
still running away. What's up?
Me neither. I just say back. Me neither. But somewhere different. And we'll try
Ren,
different things.
they are still pursuing you, Ren. You're trying to
Uh,
hide, but they find you.
I try to like push them and run away.
Push them with your one arm. How are they gonna tie you up anyway?
Well, that's a good point. I believe they call that a hog tie.
Oh my god.
You continue
God.
to run away.
Yeah. As I'm running away, I'm trying to
Okay,
talk to Elias through my not Elias.
okay, let's do the 3-part challenge. Okay, what skills are you gonna use? Skills, abilities.
I'm gonna go pee. Oh my god.
These are gonna be a series of DCs.
For
DC
me.
checks. Yeah. You're trying to escape.
So yeah, it's running, trying to
Yeah, what
dive
skills
in
or
between
abilities are you gonna do?
athletics and acrobatics and stealth.
Describe how you're gonna do each one.
Like you said, they're shipping containers. I'll try to kick off the containers and see if I can get to on top of them.
Okay, make
Like if they're close enough.
make an acrobatics check. Okay, you succeed for that one. What else?
Running on top of the containers, just trying to get away, jump down. On top of the, I'm trying to think of the area a little bit. Yeah, just
That's
jump
okay.
down and then like try to dive, see where they're coming from. Now that I'm on top of the containers, and try to run in a different direction to make sure there's no one coming from like in front of me that I would not see coming.
Okay,
Um,
they attempt to climb up the containers as well, and they follow slowly behind you. You're still within sight of them.
I find an area with some coverage and try to like jump down because there's like tents and stuff.
Okay.
And try to duck into the like a crowd or in between tents to try to get away.
Okay, make a stealth check. Okay,
Let's go.
okay. You lose a majority of them, but it looks like 3 of them still are on you still.
Still on me. All right.
Yeah.
Keep moving forward through the crowd. Sometimes.
Come on, skills or abilities you can use. Anything.
Try to duck into like the surrounding foliage.
Or what do you
See
think
if
that? What is that? What do you think? What kind of skill is that?
well, it'll be stealth.
No, you already use stealth. You gotta use something.
Something different.
Yeah,
Alright.
you can't use stealth and you can't use acrobatics. You're getting closer.
I try to run behind someone and you slide a hand to grab like a blanket or something to cover myself up.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check then. Uh-huh.
God damn.
Okay, you cover yourself in the rag and you kind of walk around with a hunch. People run past you. Okay, that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh my god.
What's going? That I did not expect that at all.
Well, I mean, I
It's
didn't.
very interesting. Very interesting exchange of words.
Quite,
So now,
quite.
fucking what?
I don't know.
Before
Azrael is getting bored, just sitting around doing nothing.
before we completely end it, can I say one thing just to like as I'm covered up, notice that they're walking by, and I kind of feel like I'm out of harm's way at least in the moment. Ask Ezreal like where they are.
How
Like
far
if
away
they're
is
in
it?
a container, like what direction they went in. I'm still
far
within
away?
a mile.
How far? That's up to Phil. How
Yeah,
far
you're
is
sure,
he
you're
ran?
sure, within a mile.
Because I wouldn't imagine the refugee camp being like super huge.
Yeah, it's
more
not
than a
that
mile.
big. It's like
Uh,
it was like a previous place that was repurposed as a refugee camp.
Gotcha.
Probably like a shipping yard. Yeah, that would kind of make more sense.
I have a few ideas how to get out of this. It's fine.
Okay, next session. That's